So guys, welcome back. Most commercial cleaning and janitorial companies struggle to get enough decision makers to contact and get in front of them, even if they've been around for years. They simply can't grow if they're not getting enough walkthroughs, enough quotes, and enough closed recurring contracts. Today, I'm going to give you 10 proven ways to be able to get in front of more decision makers at the right time consistently so that you can grow your business reliably. And these strategies work whether you're just first starting out or you've been around for over a decade. Number one, referrals from existing commercial clients. There's nothing better than warm, piping hot referrals from your existing clients. These leads are warm, already trust your work, your service, and they often sign very quickly. Now, referrals, this is an obvious one. Typically, this is the most well-known and the one that most people rely on, is just getting their current customers to tell their friends about you. Sure, that will help you grow, but here's the truth. They're not enough to be able to help you land dozens of recurring contracts each month like you're looking to do. You need multiple channels working at the same time to actually grow reliably and consistently. So referrals, how you get it to work is that after you've done a great job for a client, what you do is you simply ask them if they know any other businesses or have any friends that could use your cleaning services. Often you can add a small incentive like a percentage off their next invoice or a free clean or a free floor waxing, whatever it is. For successful referrals only though, of course, incentivize and don't pay them beforehand. Pros are that this is going to be the highest trust and probably the fastest to close. The cons are that you're going to be completely dependent on your existing clients and how they operate. So if they say, yeah, I'll give you a referral, or I have a friend, and they just never follow up on it, you're consistently hounding them and trying to get the people that they mentioned or that they are saying they have, but also the people that you are working with and the companies that you work with that refer you to their friends and businesses that they know. It's not going to be super frequent, especially if you don't have that many existing clients. So if you don't have that many commercial clients already, and then of course your volume of referrals is going to be significantly lower than someone that has hundreds of commercial clients already. And then also at the same time, you really can't grow reliably if you're just relying on referrals. Number two, local networking and local business associations. So in-person events and online networking definitely still works. You can join your local chamber of commerce, BNI, or industry-specific networking groups, or even online groups. You can attend events where property managers, facility directors, and business owners are often present. So how it works is that you're going to be building relationships over time, collecting cards, following up with emails afterward, giving an occasional phone call to check in, and just being top of mind, staying top of mind, and then positioning yourself as the go-to resource for commercial cleaning or janitorial or floor maintenance services in your specific area. The pros are that you're going to be building a pretty strong local presence for your service in your area. It's going to also build to long-term relationships. The cons are that it can be very slow to produce results, and it also requires consistent attendance, and it's going to be taking a lot of time from you, especially in evenings, and pulling you away from family and friends. Number three, Google search ads. When someone in your area searches on Google, office cleaning near me or local janitorial services in whatever city they live in, they're actively looking for your services. Google search ads put you right in front of them at the top of the page, right where they are at when they have intent. So you're paying for that intent for sure. So how it works is that you're bidding on keywords so that your ad shows up at the top of the search results above any other organic listings. So they're prioritizing you because you're paying for it, especially for the janitorial or cleaning service related keywords that you're bidding on. What you do is you're paying Google, and you're paying whenever someone clicks on that ad. You're going to be targeting your local service area only, and so you'll be able to get a lot of commercial leads or leads looking for janitorial service, cleaning services in your area, but you're paying for that intent, and it's going to come to a high cost associated with that. The pros is that you're going to be getting high intent leads, and also you'll get fast results. So the day that you sign up and create your campaign, you could be getting quality leads within the hour, just depending on your budget and how much you're spending or willing to spend. Cons is that it can be very expensive if not managed well. It can just be very expensive in general. Also, the competition is very strong. So typically what's well known is that companies that have larger pockets or deeper pockets and larger budgets, they're bidding up all the keywords in your area, and it's making it difficult for the smaller companies or the companies that have not really gotten into Google Ads before to compete. And so that's going to drive up ad costs, and it makes it difficult. But if you are willing to spend to be able to get return on investment and you know that you will be getting an ROI from this channel, it's definitely recommended, but you're gonna have to pay to play. Number 4, Google local service ads, or also known as Google LSAs. These are the ads that show up with the Google guaranteed badge. You pay per lead, not per click. And how it works is that you're gonna be setting up your service area and the business category, so cleaning and janitorial, verify your business, and start getting calls or messages from interested prospects in your area. Leads come through phone or form submissions. The Google Guarantee Badge is powerful because if a customer is unhappy with your service, Google can reimburse that specific client up to a specific limit, which builds trust instantly with the market for your business. Also, at the same time, you can dispute leads. So you can dispute bad leads, which are the wrong service. So it's not cleaning or janitorial related, it's the wrong area, or it's simply just a bot or spam. And you're gonna be getting credited back whatever you were paying for that specific lead. So it makes your ad spend a little bit more efficient. The pros are that there's gonna be a high trust from your market with the Google Guaranteed Badge on your profile. You pay only for the leads that are generated. You can dispute leads that are bad leads. So it's gonna be making your ad spend more efficient. The cons are that lead quality can still vary. You're going to be sharing space with other companies that are competing against you, and also disputes. Yes, they're nice, but they're often timely and they require time and attention to be able to make sure that it actually goes through. You're battling with Google back and forth, and you also don't always win. Number 5, lead marketplaces. These are platforms like Angie, Thumbtack, Home Advisor, Bark, that sell shared leads to multiple cleaning companies that pay to be on the platform and get access. How it works is that you pay for access to the leads that come through on that platform. Once the lead is posted, you and other companies competing against you, you guys are competing to respond first and win that job. If you don't win the job and you are paying for access to that lead, you're still paying for that lead and you just don't get anything from it other than just the contact information. The pros are you get immediate access. All you have to do is just set up your profile and be on the platform. So it's very quick. The cons are that you're competing against multiple companies that are also having the same mindset of it's not worth it if I'm not quick. So it's a game of making sure that you are the first to be on the ball and also win that job. You can be spending a lot of money without actually getting anything in return. And also the contact info that you get, if you don't win the job, but you still get that contact info, it's not worth the 60, 70, 80 bucks that you paid for that lead on that platform. Number 6, cold email outreach. This is still one of the highest leverage marketing channels for commercial cleaning and janitorial. So how it works is you're going to be identifying decision makers such as facility managers, operations managers, office managers, owners, franchise owners, you name it. You're going to be pulling these leads from databases or a list broker, or you can go find them yourself, and you're going to be sending short, personalized, relevant emails to them. You can also target location specific general emails found on the company websites based on the location, then also the local Facebook company page based on the location if you can find it. The beauty is that you can send thousands of emails each week. When I say thousands, like thousands. And this is going to be automatic, running in the background while you focus on running your business. All you have to do is attend to the ones that say, yes, I'm interested in a quote, we're looking for this, or ask a specific question. You can choose to ignore or respond to the not interested. The best practice is to respond to the not interested and just say, have a good rest of your day. Thanks for letting me know, because they could come back to you, because cold email, just really commercial cleaning and janitorial lead generation, is simply a timing thing. So they could come back to you, especially if you put the time and attention to say, thank you for letting me know, and also for putting your time and attention to respond to me. So an example of what an email would look like. Subject is cleaning question. The first line of the email is hi name or hi ABC dental team, and then a poke the bear question. So if it's reaching out to a dental office, how do you keep your treatment rooms and patient areas like your lobby and restrooms consistently clean and compliant? And then the next line is, we provide commercial cleaning services in whatever city they are in, their office is in. And then the last line is the call to action. Are you open to a complimentary cleaning estimate sometime soon? And also you could say, PS, I found this number on Google Maps. Is this the right phone number to contact you at? And it kind of elicits them to give you their phone number so you can warm call them if they are actually interested. So the pros are that cold email is very scalable. It runs in the background, and you only handle interested leads if you really want to. You can also handle not interested to turn them around into interested eventually, but simply only handling interested replies, setting walkthroughs with the ones that you actually want to take opportunities with. The cons are that it does require a proper setup. You have to do it right, and you have to know what you're doing, whether you can watch my YouTube channel or you can watch other YouTube channels online or just Google search, try to figure out what to do. What I recommend is running it at scale. So having an email fleet of secondary accounts and secondary domains rotating in a tool like SmartLead or Instantly. And it's going to be sending follow-ups as well automatically. So it will send an email on day 1, day 3, it will send a follow-up asking if they are open to a complimentary cleaning estimate. And then finally, 5 days later, so day 8, it will send them an email saying, hey, if the time ever comes, who would be the right person to make the decisions for cleaning services? So it's a 3-touch cadence. And then every 2 months, you follow up and recycle the people that didn't respond or simply said, not the right time, not now, no, or we're currently under contract, check in, or just we're currently under contract, because it's a timing thing. You can always come back to them and it might be the right time 2, 4, 6 months later. Number 7, LinkedIn marketing. This is where you'll be reaching decision makers directly where they work in a professional setting if they're active and present on LinkedIn. So how it works is that you'll be using LinkedIn, the regular platform, or even LinkedIn Sales Navigator for $120 a month. And you'll be finding ideal people to reach out to and ask if they're interested in cleaning services. You can kind of butter them up, do a little personalization if they have stuff on their profile that you can mention or just on their website. And what you'll do is if you're just using LinkedIn and LinkedIn Sales Navigator, regardless, you should connect with them. I would recommend not having a connection request, but you can have a connection request once they accept it. And then you give your pitch, again, butter them up a little bit if you do want, and then ask if they're open to an estimate or they want to communicate further on email or a phone call. LinkedIn InMails are available through the LinkedIn Sales Navigator feature, and you can send basically a 2-punch combo, which is going to be in-mailing to their LinkedIn profile and their email account associated to their LinkedIn account. So that's another way to get in touch with them and in front of them so they can read what you do and potentially they'll be interested. You can also use LinkedIn automation tools. There's some out there. It is a little bit risky since LinkedIn is really stickler on trying to have no automation on the platform. You can also just do it manually. So it's up to you, up to your team on how much bandwidth you have and how many resources you have. The pros is that you get direct access to decision makers, and in a professional setting, they can kind of research you. They can see your face, if you have a profile on there, or profile image, if you have work history, all that stuff that you include on your profile gives a little resume so they can understand who you are when they're reaching out to them. The cons is that Sales Navigator through LinkedIn does cost money and it's not cheap. $120 per month per account, and also simply in-mails and just connection requests and trying to message through LinkedIn. It can be lower than cold email, but I would say it's pretty equivalent. The problem is that the scale and the volume is far, far lower than cold email because you can't send thousands and thousands of emails that are relevant through LinkedIn, even if you tried. There's LinkedIn limits and they suspend very easily and ban accounts very easily. So LinkedIn's great. You just got to play by the rules, and you have to be very strategic and connect with the people that are actually active on LinkedIn in your area and are the right decision makers to reach out to. Number 8, direct mail. Truth is that physical mail does work and it stands out in a digital world. So how it works is you'll be sending postcards, letters, or brochures to targeted businesses that you want to work with in your service area. So you can include a clear call to action, like a phone number or a website for a free quote or whatever you would like to do. Maybe you can even add something in there as like a tangible item that can make them remember you. The pros is that it's tangible. It can stand out if well designed and well done. The cons is that printing and mailing costs can be high, and especially if you're just putting shots on goal and it's not landing, it can be expensive. It can also be slower to test and scale. It's more of an older technique, but it does still definitely work. Number 9, account-based marketing or multi-channel outreach. So this is where you target a specific list of high-value accounts, like very high-value accounts that you really want to work with, using multiple channels, the ones that you've already scoped out, using cold email, LinkedIn cold calling, door knocking, direct mail, and even targeted LinkedIn ads. So it's everything you can to make sure that they are seeing you and you get their attention. How it works is that you're going to be identifying 50 to 100 businesses that you really want as clients. They're a high value. They're going to pay you potentially a lot of money, or at least you like their facility. So we can call that the Dream 50 or the Dream 100. And so you'll compile that list with all the contact information that you can find and spend some time on figuring out who works there that you can get in touch with and what you should do to strategically hear if they need cleaning services, if they're already under contract with someone else, things like that. You can hit them from multiple angles so they can really see that you care to to get in touch with them, and also you can be seen. And this is going to be over time, so it's not going to be instantaneous. It could be instant gratification and you can get in touch with them, land the account, but most of the time this high value account list is going to take time and a lot of effort. The pros is that it's highly personalized. You're going to be getting a lot of touch points on the account because you're strategically doing it and they know that you're doing that. And also it's just better for landing larger accounts because when you try hard enough, you will land what you're trying for. Cons is that it costs probably a lot of time and it's a lot of work. If you're going to be delegating this to someone, it has to be probably someone pretty good and skilled in this, maybe a high paid account executive if you don't want to do it yourself. And then also LinkedIn ads and direct mail, all the marketing channels combined can cost a lot and be expensive overall. Number 10, posting on social media. Posting on Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn or anything else can help reinforce your brand and build credibility, give something for your prospects to review and look at and understand who you are, hear your story, but do not expect to land a lot of quality commercial leads from it, especially right away. It's going to take a lot of time. What it really does is that it strengthens your portfolio so that these Google ads that you're paying for, if you do meta ads or if you do direct mail or cold calling, door knocking, all those channels that you're doing, it's going to help reinforce it and strengthen your brand, but it simply will not get you a lot of leads just from social media. How it works is that you'll share project photos, client testimonials, videos, cleaning tips, updates, work anniversaries. So you consistently pop up on the people that might be seeing you through the algorithm or through their feed, but also maybe even people that follow you. Over time, this builds trust with the prospects that might be following you or might keep seeing you, especially the businesses that you want to work with. They might see your outreach and then also see your story through your social media, see what's going on, see testimonials, and it might help with closing more deals. But again, it's not going to be a significant lead sourcing mechanism. The pros is that it's going to be building credibility quite a lot, and it also just supports other marketing channels. Cons are that it takes a long time to produce leads if that's really all you're trying to do with it. It's not a standalone, reliable source of getting leads and traffic to your booking page and getting quotes sent out. It's, again, something to help reinforce your brand, strengthen who you are and your messaging. As an added bonus, one thing that we see when our clients really succeed is knowing when to delegate to someone else, especially delegating to a lower cost virtual assistant or a local intern. So again, many of our clients use VAs or interns to handle behind the scene tasks like cold calling, lead follow-ups, verifying interest, making sure that makes sense to go to the walkthrough, setting the walkthroughs, all that stuff that can be behind a computer, behind the scenes. They train them to answer specific questions and just common questions and know what to do so that the actual business owner or the person doing the walkthroughs doesn't have to constantly be bogged down by the appointment setting tasks that could be delegated to someone that isn't that high of a cost so that they can focus on the highest value opportunities, at the same time focus a lot of their time more on the in-person things that are client facing. Meanwhile, the virtual assistant or the intern is going to be doing the behind the scenes work behind the computer. So to close this out, at Outbound Hero, we run cold email at scale for our cleaning clients to produce several quality leads each and every week so they can close more recurring contracts. If you are interested in learning more, go to the link in the description below this video and we'll talk, and basically I'll for free show you what we do, how we do it, so you can get some takeaways and potentially maybe work with us. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.